Good morning, everyone, especially to our observers, back members, and YouTube live streaming viewers. Today, we will conduct the pre-bid conference for two civil works under GAA 2026 in view of the Department Order 06 Series of 2024 to foster digital transformation and enhance transparency and accountability for procurement processes. I will now give the floor to our procurement head, Engineer Unity Vicaniado, to acknowledge the attendees.
Thank you, ma'am. Before we proceed, I would like to acknowledge our back members and representatives. Our back chairperson, Engineer Munyan Gay Estomo. Good morning, ma'am. Our back vice chairperson, Engineer Jose Leonard A. Hillia Jr. Good morning, sir. Our back members, Miss Eleanor F. Deliver. Good morning, ma'am. And Engineer Christine IVM Aranez. Good morning, ma'am. Yours truly, Junili G. Caniedo, Procurement Head, Back Secretariat, Engineer King V. Bucarile. Good morning, sir. And Engineer Charmaine T. Sumalino. Good morning, ma'am. From the Commission on Audit, Ms. Laila D. Bato, represented by Ms. Dodi Alaba. Good morning, ma'am. From our Technical Working Group, Engineer Generos Parone. Good morning, ma'am. Architect Hani Gingatan. Good morning. From the representative from the Planning and Design section, Engineer Giancarlo Espacio. Good morning, sir. The following are the projects for our pre-bid conference this morning. 26 LK0059 for the installation application of road safety facilities, roadway lighting along Buhangin-Lapanday, kilometer 1505, plus minus 447 to kilometer 1506 plus 423, with an ABC amount of 9,604,000 pesos, and 26 LK0060 for the installation application of road safety facilities, roadway lighting along JP Cabaguio Avenue, kilometer 1507 plus minus 896 to kilometer 1507 plus 770. Now may we request Engineer Giancarlo Espacio, representative from the Planning and Design section, to further explain the scope of works of the said projects.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. Once again, I'm Engineer Giancarlo Espacio from Planning and Design Section, here to present the scope of works of the two civil works project. For our first project, 26LK0059, installation/application of road safety facilities, roadway lighting along Buhangin-Lapanday, kilometer 1505 plus minus 447 to kilometer 1506 plus 423. Project duration is 130 calendar days, allocation of 9.8 million, and an ABC amount of 9,604,000 pesos. Scope of works: the project for installation of solar LED streetlights for single arm, 100 watts, compact solar streetlight, 36 volt over 100 watts, monocrystalline silicon, built-in life, lithium ion battery, LED chip, 8,800 lumens light output, 50,000 hours lifetime, 6 LED module, 8 years battery life, 6 to 7 hours by sun charging time, 3 to 5 rainy days, 12 hours per night discharge time, IP65, 6 meters mounting height, time control working mode, aluminum alloy shell material. For double arm, 120 watts, compact solar street lights, 36 volt over 120 watts, monocrystalline silicon, built-in life, lithium ion battery, LED chip, 8,800 lumens light output, 50,000 hours lifetime, 6 LED module, 8 years battery life, 6 to 7 hours by sun charging time, 3 to 5 rainy days, 12 hours per night discharge time, IP65, 9 meters mounting height, time control working mode, aluminum alloy shell material. For our next project, 26LK 0060, installation slash application of road safety facilities, roadway lighting along JP Cabaguio Avenue. Kilometer 1507 plus minus 896 to kilometer 1507 plus 770. Project duration is 130 calendar days. Allocation of 9.8 million and an ABC amount of 9,604,000 pesos. Scope of works of the project for installation solar LED streetlights, single arm, 100 watts compact solar streetlight, 36 volt over 100 watts monocrystalline silicon, built-in life, lithium ion battery LED chip, 8,800 lumens light output, 50,000 hours lifetime, 6 LED module, 8 years battery life, 6.
Thank you, Engineer Espacio. Now I will give the floor to our back chairperson for some remarks.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, may I ask everyone if there are questions, clarifications from our back members, observers, and live streaming viewers? None. So, since there's none, may I request our Vice Chairperson, Engineer Helia, to give some reminders for our interested participants. Sir?
Reminders for interested participants. The whole set of bidding documents, which are the following: Instruction to Bidders, ITB, General Conditions of Contract, GCC, Special Conditions of Contract, SCC, and standard forms are all can be downloaded at DPWH and PhilJEP's websites. Letter B. The technical and financial document attachments, Class A, and necessary documents for support are included in the checklist for proposals. C. As per GPPB Resolution number 15-2021, dated October 14, 2021, effective on contracts advertised from January 1, 2022, the PhilJEP Certificate of Platinum Registration and Membership to state that for the purpose of updating the PhilJEP Certificate of Platinum Registration and Membership, all Class A eligibility documents attached to the certificate shall remain current and updated, and that failure by the prospective bidder to update its PhilJEP Certificate of Platinum Registration and Membership with the current and updated Class A eligibility documents covered by the implementing rules and regulations of Republic Act 12009 or the new Government Procurement Act, Section 20, shall result in the automatic suspension of the validity of its certificate of platinum registration and membership until such time that any of the expired Class A eligibility documents has been updated. Reference: GPPB Resolution number 15-2021, dated October 14, 2021. The submission of the updated Class A eligibility documents to support the non-updated PhilJEP Certificate of Platinum Registration and Membership is no longer acceptable. D. Bidders must use the updated forms in their omnibus sworn statement, bid security, and bid securing declaration in accordance with the standard forms uploaded in the GPPB and in the bidding documents. E. All bids should be accompanied by a technical and financial checklist, which is included in the bidding documents. F. The ceiling of the bid prices shall be the approved budget of the contract or the ABC. Bidders who bid above the ABC amount shall be automatically disqualified. G. The details of the proposed key personnel are contained in the bid data sheet, clause 12.1 HII. For safety officer and first aider, the number of personnel should be based on Dole Department Order 252, Series of 2025. If a proposed key technical personnel and pledged equipment is working on another project at the time of the bidding, the bidder shall submit a certificate that the personnel or equipment will be pulled out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded the contract, or will be replaced with another person or equipment with equal or better qualifications as certified by the head of the implementing office. The proposed key personnel and equipment and replacement must be named in the bidding document. H. The pledge equipment shall be listed complete to include the brand, plate number, engine, chassis with serial numbers, capacity, specific location, and must be ready for inspection during post-qualification stage. Reference Bid Data Sheet Clause 12.1 HIII. Letter I. In accordance to Department Order Number 169 Series of 2025, only DPWH accredited project engineers should be assigned to DPWH projects, subject to their limits of project assignment. Reference Department Order Number 169 Series of 2025. J. The description of an eligible bidder is contained in the bidding documents, particularly in Section 2, Instruction to Bidders, Clause 5. Reference Philippine Bidding Documents, First Edition, May 2025. Letter K. Bidding will be conducted through open competitive procedures using a non-discretionary pass or fail criterion as specified in the implementing rules and regulations of Republic Act 12009, New Government Procurement Act, Section 59.1. Reference Republic Act 12009, New Government Procurement Act, Section 59.1. Letter L. Detailed evaluation using lowest calculated bid and lowest calculated responsive bid, or the LCRB, shall be evaluated by the Technical Working Group for recommendation of award. Letter M. All bids must be accompanied by a bid security in any of the acceptable forms and in the amount stated in Section 2, Instruction to Bidders, ITB, Clause 16. Philippine Bidding Documents, First Edition, May 2025. Letter N. In compliance with Section 81 and Section 82 of the Implementing Rules and Regulations of Republic Act 12009, prospective bidders are required to submit the latest General Information Sheet, GIS, reflecting the beneficial owner information, or the BOI, duly filed with and stamped received by the Securities and Exchange Commission, or the SEC, for entities such as corporations, partnerships, private sector organizations, foundations, and associations. Bidders must ensure that their civil works application records are updated to include the general information sheet reflecting the beneficial ownership information. Letter O. Each page of the document shall be signed by the bidder or a duly authorized person. If corporation, a secretary certificate should be attached. Letter P. The interested bidders should observe the territorial jurisdiction of their notary public in all documents that need notarization. The affiant and the notary public should be within the same city and not beyond the limits of notary public jurisdiction. Reference the court's ruling, Section 240, Territorial Jurisdiction. Q. Submitted documents shall be clear copy, printed in A4 size coupon bond with proper ear tagging. R. Bidders are required to submit computation of NFCC, which must be at least equal to the ABC to be bid. In order to conduct proper counter-checking of NFCC during post-qualification stage, bidders are required to submit all outstanding or uncompleted portions of the projects under ongoing contracts, including awarded contracts yet to be started. Reference Republic Act 12009, New Government Procurement Act, Section 52.4.1.4. S. Bid submission may be done manually or electronically online. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. Similar to manual submission, the guidelines for the preparation and submission of an electronic bid are contained in Bid Data Sheet, BDS, Clause 19. Reference Philippine Bidding Documents, First Edition, May 2025. Letter T. For manual submission, bid proposals may be submitted through an authorized representative and presentation of two valid identification issued by government institutions. Bid proposals must be purchased and submitted through an authorized representative who is in Contractor's Registration Certificate, or the CRC, by presenting a valid ID together with a company ID for verification, or through a special power of attorney, duly notarized, and must be emailed to dpwh.davaocitythird@gmail.com through the company's registered email address in the CRC or PhilJeps on or before the purchase or submission of the bids. If corporation, a secretary certificate should also be submitted to the above mentioned email address. Letter U. Bids must be duly received by the back secretariat at the address stated for manual submission or at electronic bids underscore Davao City 3 at dpwh.gov.ph for electronic submission on or before May 21, 2026 at 10 a.m. Bid opening shall be on May 21, 2026 after the deadline for the submission of bid at the conference room, DPWH Davao City 3rd DEO, through video conferencing or webcasting via YouTube account. DPWH Davao City 3rd DEO Procurement LS. V. Bids will be opened in the presence of the bidder's representatives who choose to attend at the mentioned address. W. The Department of Public Works and Highways, Davao City 3rd District Engineering Office reserves the right to reject any and all bids, declare a failure of bidding, or not award the contract at any time prior to contract award in accordance with the implementing rules and regulations of Republic Act 12009, New Government Procurement Act Section 70, without thereby incurring any liability to the affected bidder or bidders. Reference: Republic Act 12009, New Government Procurement Act Section 70. Letter X. The observance of the deadline on dropping of the bidding documents will be at 10 o'clock in the morning. Letter Y. Bids received beyond the specified time shall be marked as late bid and shall no longer be open. Letter Z. Servers who wish to acquire any documents related to the bidding may do so by signing a confidentiality agreement as mandated.
Thank you, Engineer DA, for those reminders. And now, may I ask if there are any questions from our observers and live streaming viewers, ma'am? So since there is none as well, I move to adjourn this pre-bid conference.
I second the motion.
Since the pre-bid conference has been adjourned and duly seconded by Ma'am Deliger, I declare the pre-bid conference to be adjourned at 10:37 a.m. Thank you and good morning once again.